Jersey Mike's is pricing its IPO at a staggering $7.9 billion valuation, and we're about to break down exactly how they got there. So, you're wondering what this $7.9 billion number means for you? Well, let me break it down. When a company like Jersey Mike's goes public with an implied valuation of $7.9 billion at the top of their IPO range, it's essentially saying that investors are willing to pay up to nearly $8 billion for a piece of this sandwich chain. That's a staggering amount of money. And what's even more interesting is that existing shareholders could pocket as much as $742 million from this deal. We're seeing some consistency here. At the midpoint of this IPO range, Jersey Mike's valuation comes out to be $7.3 billion. This suggests that investors are valuing the sandwich chain similarly across different scenarios, which could indicate a strong market appetite for its shares. The total amount raised by Jersey Mike's through its IPO could reach up to $1.09 billion, which is just one piece of evidence that points to the company's implied valuation at the top of the IPO range being a whopping $7.9 billion. This significant investment will likely fuel further growth for the sandwich chain, especially considering its impressive cumulative same-store sales growth of 50% from 2020 to 2025. We're seeing some serious numbers come out of this sandwich chain's public debut. Revenue for fiscal 2025 just hit $724 million. And that's a big deal because it shows the company is generating real cash flow, which investors love to see. This strong revenue growth is one piece of evidence supporting the implied valuation at the top of the IPO range, a whopping $7.9 billion. Their net income for fiscal 2025 came in at a respectable $55 million. This figure gives us some insight into the company's profitability, which is crucial when considering its implied valuation of up to $7.9 billion. It suggests that investors are willing to pay a premium for Jersey Mike's growth prospects and established brand. Jersey Mike's has seen its sales grow by 50% over the past 5 years, which is a huge vote of confidence from investors. This kind of consistent growth helps explain why the company's implied valuation is so high. It suggests that Jersey Mike's has a strong track record and a bright future ahead. Check out this chart. We've got a huge spike here. The overall trend is unmistakable, a sharp increase followed by a steady climb. This massive jump in net income means Jersey Mike's was able to rake in significantly more profits, setting them up for long-term success. And what a difference it makes when you're talking about a $55 million profit. That's a huge leap from where they were just 1 year prior. Let's take a look at this chart of fast casual chains by valuation. The overall shape here is rising, with Jersey Mike's being the clear standout. It's the highest point on the chart, and that makes sense given its massive $7.9 billion implied valuation in this IPO. Let's look at the numbers. Now we're back to that top-of-the-range valuation, $7.9 billion, a staggering figure that gives us a glimpse into Jersey Mike's worth on the public market. Remember, this is what investors are willing to pay for a slice of the sandwich chain's success. It's a number that reflects the company's growth and potential for continued expansion. Here's what this IPO really means for you. If Jersey Mike's is valued at $7.9 billion at its highest point, that's a big number, but also shows how much money people are willing to put into a sandwich chain they believe in. Now, when companies go public, existing shareholders can sell some of their shares and make a profit, which means some investors could pocket around $742 million from this IPO alone. Now let's take a closer look at some of the key numbers behind Jersey Mike's IPO. One thing to keep in mind is that these figures are based on certain assumptions and projections, which might not always play out as expected in real life. Markets can be unpredictable after all. But with that said, here's what we know. Over the past 5 years, Jersey Mike's has seen a cumulative same-store sales growth of 50%. Here's what they don't tell you about Jersey Mike's IPO, that it values the sandwich chain at a whopping $7.9 billion, or $7.3 if we hit the midpoint of their range. That's some serious dough, and existing shareholders could pocket up to $742 million just from this one deal. Meanwhile, Blackstone paid $8 billion for its majority stake, so it's clear they're confident in Jersey Mike's future prospects.